Hello everyone, welcome to AS online class, and this is Narendra. And today one of the very interesting topic, that is boats and stream. So, this question slightly confuses if your practice is not good. Let us begin here. Some of the important questions I am going to discuss from boats and stream. The very first question on your board is this. Let me read the question here. A boatsman row 48 kilometer, that is the distance downstream. I am just putting the down arrow for downstream, or I will be writing the D for downstream, and I put the upstream up arrow or U, right. So, 48 kilometer downstream in 4 hours. Will I get the downstream speed? Yes, and I will take everywhere, I will be taking the speed of the boat as x kilometer per hour with x, and the speed of the stream I will consider this by y. So, let us begin over here. It says that if the speed of the current, that is y, is given to us 5 kilometer per hour, then what will be the time it will be able to cover 8 kilometer upstream, 8 kilometer. Is it not? The question is very direct and simple. Yes, my dear friends, I am just waiting for a few seconds, and after that I will answer the question. Try it, you may get the answer, or else you will learn the best way to answer the question. Come on, friends. I am just looking at anything. If I get the response from your side, and then you will learn the best way to answer this question. Okay. Okay, good. Let us answer the question now, my dear friends. Now I can see that one response, Krishnan is saying option 4. Krishnan is saying option 4. Let us check that option 4 hours is correct or not. The Krishnan is correct or not. So, what is given in the question? 48 kilometer downstream in 4 hours. So, the speed of the boat I will consider as speed of the stream I will consider as y, and the speed of the boat I will consider as x. So, downstream speed I will be getting, and the downstream speed is x plus y. So, what is x plus y? Krishnan must be understanding this one, that is 48 divided by 4, and that comes 12. He must be knowing this one, that is the reason he could answer the question in a very limited time, and the y is already given to us. The y is equal to 5 kilometer is given to us. So, I can get the x. So, what is that x is? The x will be 7. So, let us take that x is 7. Now, it says find what time will it cover 8 kilometer upstream, x minus y. How much time it will take? So, time is equal to distance, that is 8, and what is upstream? That x minus y, that is 7 minus 5, that is 2. Beautifully answer the question, my dear friends. It will take 4 hours. Your option choice C, Mr. Krishnan, it is right, sir. Moving on to the next question, my dear friends. Consider it is a practice, it is a exam festival, lot of exams are lined up. Now, a man can row at a speed of 10 kilometer per hour in still water. So, I understand we have the x over here, which is 10 in still water. Now, he travels to an upstream point and back to the starting point. So, he travels to a particular point, and again he comes back. Remember that in one side it will be downstream and another side it will be upstream. So, and in the river which flows with a speed of 4 kilometer per hour, the stream is also given, that is y is also given to us as 4. Now, find the average speed of the total journey. Average speed of the total journey. I will just wait for 10-30 seconds, 10 or 20 seconds, my dear friends. So, these are the very plain question. It is a good question practice. Please join with me on every day 5 to 6 o'clock. Your time will not be wasted. Either there will be a revision or you will be knowing, exposing the good questions which comes in the examination, and also the solution with the best method of solution. Come on, my dear friends, if you can answer the question, I will be very happy. Even though if you don't worry, you are learning the best method here. Okay. Let us see that the very frequently asked question at the prelim level, this question is, do not leave, lot of good questions are selected for you, for the benefit of you. Anyone can answer the question, my dear friends? Okay, I will start answering the question. In between, if you get the answer, I will be very happy. It is asked that find the average speed. Do you know the average speed part? If suppose that is A to B, a person moves with a kilometer per hour and he comes back with a speed of b kilometer per hour. How do we find out the average speed? The average speed is 2 into A into B by A plus B. The same thing I will apply the concept over here. While he is moving from one point to another point, one side is downstream and the speed will be 10 plus 4 is 14, that is downstream speed. What when he was coming back, that is 10 minus 4, which is a 6 kilometer per hour, and the distance is covered equally. You are asked to find out average speed. So, average speed is 2 into 14 into 6 divided by 14 plus 6, which is 20. That is your answer, my dear friends. It is as simple as this. So, let us cancel this one wherever it is possible to cancel. So, here it goes 10 times and 14 6 is 84. So, 8.4 that is the average speed, kilometer per hour. Is it not? The basic concept, when it goes with a kilometer per hour and comes back with b kilometer per hour, the average speed is 2 times of a into b by a plus v. That is the basic formula. Did you understand, my friends who are watching the video? If it is so, I am moving on to the next question over here. Achha, okay, leave it. Now, the next question on your board is this, question number 3. You will definitely learn something from this. A man can row 6 kilometer in still water. Okay. So, x is given to us. If the river is running within 2 kilometer per hour, the y is also given to us. If it takes 3 hours more for upstream than to go to downstream, 3 hours more. So, it is given to us is that x is given to us 6 kilometer per hour, y is given to us 6 kilometer per hour. Let me bring it and show you what is given to us. The x is 6 kilometer per hour and the y is 2 kilometer per hour, and it is says that he takes 3 hours more to go to go to upstream than to downstream. Time for upstream minus time for downstream is equal to 3 hours. Now, the question asks that what is the distance? How far is the place? If this information I have, I do not know what the distance is, but I know the time time of upstream minus time of downstream is equal to 3 hours. And what is the time? The time is equal to distance by speed. Am I right? Distance by speed. So, I do not know what this distance is, but what I know is the speed for upstream and the speed for downstream. So, I can able to find it out here the speed for upstream and speed for downstream. If I replace that, I will be getting 3 and I will be able to answer the question, my dear friends. Let us come on, answer it. Some of you will be definitely able to answer the question. These all are the very healthy question for the exam point of view. Come on. If someone answer the question, it's consider it as it's a practice. It's a practice for you. Okay. Okay. In the meanwhile, I will answer this question. And what I already know, time for upstream minus time for downstream, and time is equal to distance by speed. I do not know what the distance is, consider that distance is d, and what is given to us is a time for upstream. What will be the speed for upstream? 6 minus 2, that is 4. So, take that 4 minus the same distance, and what will be downstream? The downstream will be 6 plus 2, which is 8. So, take that 8 and it is given to us as 3. Now, you can get the d. Solve the equation, you are getting the d, that is what it is said, how far he has travelled. So, if anyone can answer the question, please try to answer it, even if not, it is okay. Okay. Now, moving on to the solution part over here. What will I get? The LCM is 8 over here, the 8 divided by 4, that is 2, it is 2d minus d, I get this as d, which is equal to 3. So, what is the distance? Distance is equal to 8, 3, that comes 24, that is your answer, 24 kilometer. That is all. Okay. Hope those who are watching or will watch at later stage understanding how to answer this question. I am moving on to the next, and the next question is here. We are on question number 4. Look at the question number 4, how to answer this question and what is there in this question. A boat covers a certain distance, I do not know what distance is, certain distance downstream in 2 hours, but it takes 4 hours to return upstream. So, I have the downstream time and I have the upstream time. Okay. Starting from the point, if the speed in still water is 6 kilometer per hour, that means I know that x is equal to 6 kilometer per hour. Now, the question says find out the time it takes to cover 24 kilometer upstream. So, I need x minus y. I already have the x, I need a x minus y, that means I need y. So, this is what the informations we have. The time for downstream is given 2 hours and but it takes 4 hours to return. So, time for upstream is also given to us, time for upstream is given to us, downstream is given to us, and here we have 6, that is what is that 6 x speed of the boat. Now, you have to find out how much time it will take for travelling upstream 24 kilometer. How do I get this one? So, by using this that is time for upstream and time for downstream, the time ratio, by using this time ratio you will be getting the distance ratio, because the time ratio is the same as distance ratio. Okay. Now, once you are getting the time ratio, which will be the distance ratio. Now, coming to time ratio and speed ratio, because I need the speed over here. So, time ratio reverse is speed ratio. So, that is 2:4, reverse will be 4:2, that will be speed ratio. So, if you can able to find it out that is speed for downstream is to speed for upstream. the time is 2:4, that is 1:2, then the speed will be 2:1, 2:1. And let us consider that the speed of the boat, that is y, and that y is equal to remain same as y. So, what will be your downstream? The downstream will be x plus y. So, this ratio is given to you, the x is 6. Look at so simple question this is, if you are understanding properly. The x is given to you, that is 6 plus y, it is given to you ratio, and the 6 minus y, that is upstream, 6 minus y, this ratio is given. Can't you find out y? Yes, we can find out y, and once we can find out y, we can find out the upstream speed, that is x minus y. So, I can also find out how much time it will take to cover 24 kilometer. Come on my friends, answer the question, this one. Let us see that how many of you can answer this question. How many of you can answer this question? Even one person learn one question in the entire class, that is more than sufficient for me. Krishnan, are you not comfortable on boats and stream? Okay. So, what is given in the question, as I discussed that this one, the whole I have the time ratio, time of downstream and time of upstream, time ratio. The speed ratio will be reverse. The time ratio is 1:2, then speed ratio is 2:1. And what is the speed of downstream? The downstream speed is x plus y, and the upstream speed is x minus y. So, let us answer this question, that is 6, x is given to us 6 plus y by 6 minus y, which is equal to 2 by 1. Solve it, we are getting the y. So, how much y will be? So, here I notice that this will be, if I write down 6 plus y is equal to 12 plus 2 y, then 12 minus 2 y, 12 minus 2 y. So, bring the 2 y over here. So, 3 y is equal to 6, then y is equal to 2. So, with this I got y is equal to 2. If you get the answer, please respond. So, how much time will it take to cover 24 kilometer upstream? So, let us come to the point here. What I need is, that is 24 kilometer upstream. The upstream will be x minus y, where x is 6 and y is 2. So, 6 minus 2, that comes 4, and that is nothing but how much is that? 6. So, the time taken for the given question is 6 hours. My option choice is A. Right, my dear friends? Are you understanding? Okay. Let us take the new question on the board, and which is this one. We already answered this question. Now, this is the question on the board. Come on, let me read the question here. And what is the question? The difference between the downstream speed and the upstream speed. Upstream speed of a boat is 8 kilometer per hour. The boat travels 96 kilometer upstream in 8 hours. So, I have the distance, I have the speed, I will get the, I have the time. Look at this one, I have the time, and when you have the time, the speed distance divided by time, you will be getting the upstream, and the upstream is nothing but x minus y, where x is the speed of the boat, y is the speed of stream. Okay. Now, find the speed of the boat in still water. Speed of the boat in still water, that means I need to find out what is x. Once again I will make this question very clear. I have the speed of downstream minus speed of upstream 8 kilometer. Now, please tell me, my friends, by using this information, can't you get the speed of current? What is the speed of stream? The speed of stream is the difference of speed of downstream and upstream divided by 2. I repeat, the speed of the stream is the difference between the speed of upstream and downstream divided by 2. What is the speed of boat? The sum of the speed of upstream and downstream divided by 2. So, I do not have the sum here, but I have the difference. So, I can find out what is y. I can find out what is y. Y is equal to the difference of upstream and downstream speed divided by 2, which is nothing but 4 kilometer per hour. So, indirectly we have y, and it is said that to travel 96 kilometer it takes 8 hours, and which direction? Upstream. That means, I am getting x minus y in the given information. What is x minus y? Upstream, x minus y, 96 divided by 8, which is 12. So, this is given to us 12 kilometer per hour. So, I have x and I have x minus y. Now, I have y and I have x minus y. I will get the x here. So, what is that x over here? So, x will be 16, right. So, we got this, the speed of the stream is given to us, and this is speed of the boat. What is the question asked? What is the speed of the boat? And the speed of the boat is nothing but it is simply 16. Could you understood this, my friend? If the question is clear to you in the way I put up this one, I am sure you will be able to answer these questions. I am moving on to the next question, and the next question is here. Come on, what is this question is? Let us understand it. If you are not able to answer, it is okay. The boat takes 1 hour more to travel 40 kilometer upstream than it takes to travel the same distance downstream. Fine. The speed of the boat in still water is 9 kilometer per hour. So, we have the x speed of the boat. So, what is the speed of the stream in kilometer per hour? What is the informations we have? I mentioned over there. Let us bring it. The distance 40 kilometer, traveling this distance, upstream time minus downstream time given to us as 1 hour in the question. Now, it says that x is already given to us as 9 kilometer per hour. You are asked to find out y. Think of it. With this one information, how can I find it y? Now, distance is d, 40 by what is the speed of upstream? The speed of upstream is 9 minus y, okay. That is the time for upstream. Now, time for downstream, 40 divided by 9 plus y, which is equal to 1. Put up this equation, you will get the answer. So, here is the question. I am expecting some of you will be able to answer the question. If not, you will learn it, which is very important questions for the examination point of view. So, I am solving it. Why I am not getting any comment? Let me refresh this once again. Let me refresh this. Okay. So, now I will show you how to answer the question here. I already know 40 kilometer is the distance. So, 40 divided by, this is upstream time. Look at this one, time of upstream minus time of downstream. Time of upstream is the speed of the boat minus y. Is it that time given to us? Okay. So, here the speed for upstream x minus y, that is 9 minus y. Okay. The difference of time is given to us minus 40 kilometer, and this time this is the time of downstream, and the speed will be x plus y, where x is 9. So, the 9 plus y, and which is equal to how many hours difference is given? 1 hour. By doing so, you are asked to find out what is y. Okay. If anyone can answer the question, I will be very happy. Fine. What is the problem here? The problem is in denominator the y variable is there. If I short it out y, then I will get the quadratic equation, then solving the quadratic equation I will get the answer, but I want to avoid the quadratic equation. Then what is that way to answer this question? Option replacement. Let us replace the option which value of y to be taken, so that the left hand side will be equal to right hand side. Okay. I have that option 1.5. So, if I am taking this as 1.5, I will be getting this one as 7.5 and this is as a 11.5. Nowhere I will get 1. Okay. So, take this option 1, eliminated, option 2 1.75. So, please eliminate this option also, because we are understanding that if I add 1.75 and subtract and add, I may not get this one. So, option A is eliminated, option B is eliminated. For some reason, for the same reason, I will eliminate option C also. D is a integer. The very first my effort should be check the D. Now, if I place 1 over here, then what happens? If the y is equal to 1, then I will be getting 8 that is 9 minus 1, I get over here 8 and 9 plus 1, I will be getting 10 here, that 40 divided by 8 I will get 5 over here, 40 divided by 10 I will get 4 over here, 5 minus 4, the 1 satisfies. Therefore, the y value should be 1. Yes, my dear friends. So, you are understanding when to replace the option whenever we get the variables in denominator. Come on, I am moving on to the next question, and that is this. The ratio of the speed of boat in still water to speed of current is 5:1. Speed of boat to speed of a stream. The next, the boat goes downstream in 8 hours 24 minutes, 24 by 60, that is 2 by 5, and that comes 5, 8, 40 plus 2, 42, 42 by 5 hours total time, and downstream, and return to the starting point. How much time it takes to return to the starting point? Not mentioned. Now, then the total time required to complete the journey. Total time, time for downstream plus time for upstream, I will be getting the total time. I will show you what informations we have. Look at this, x is to y ratio 5:1 is already there. And again it is said that for travelling the downstream, the time taken, the total time will be time taken for downstream, which is already given in the question, plus time taken for upstream. I do not know that time. So, once I get this time, I will be getting the total time by adding these two. Come on, my dear friends. Now, by using this ratio, how do I get the upstream speed? Once I get the upstream speed, I will get the upstream time, because the distance is given. No, the distance is not given, but can I find out the distance? Yes, we can find out the distance. How can I find out the distance? So, in case of downstream time is given, if I consider this as 5x and 1x, so what is the downstream speed? The downstream speed will be 6x. So, 6x into 42 by 5, I will be getting the distance, and once you get the distance, then divide that by, you get the distance in the form of x, then divide that distance by upstream speed, and what will be upstream speed? 5x minus x, that is 4x, as x gets cancelled here, you will be getting the time for upstream. Time for downstream is already there, add the time for upstream, you will be getting the total time. Come on my dear friends, this is what the question is, and let us answer it. If you can respond, if you can answer it, I will be very happy, or else you will learn it, my dear friends. Okay, I am solving the question, please do along with me. So, I have x is to y ratio given to us as 5 is to 1. So, this is 5x and this is x. What is the distance? The distance is equal to time, that is 42 by 5, I calculated over here, into how much is the time? This time is for downstream x plus y, that is 5x plus x, that comes 6x, that is what the distance is. Now, how much the total time it will take? So, I need to find out the time for upstream, this is downstream is given, then I need to find out the time for upstream, and you know the time is equal to distance by speed. So, what is the distance? The distance is 42 into 6x by 5, this is the distance, and the distance by speed. What is the speed in case of upstream? 5x minus x, that is 4x. So, then divide this by 4x, you will be getting the time for upstream. Now, the time for downstream plus time for upstream is your total time. Come on my friends, can we work out together? So, here I am not able to see your comment, but it is okay, that is x and x gets cancelled over here, and with 4 this number gets cancelled here, this is 21 and this is 3. So, I finally get this one as 63 divided by 5, and how much will that be? 63 divided by 5. So, that is 12, 5 is 60 and 0.6, okay, and 0.6. How do I write this 6? The 6 can be written as 6 by 10 over here, which is 3 by 5. So, my answer can also be 12, 3 by 5, that is the time for upstream, but the question is not the time for upstream. What will be the total time? That is downstream time plus upstream time. The downstream time is already given to us as 42.5, 42 by 5, plus here I am getting this one as how much? 63 by 5. So, when I add up, as the denominator is 5 in both the cases, then I get 105 by 5, 105 by 5, which is nothing but 21 hours. Therefore, the answer to this question is 21 hours, option choice D. Right friends, hope you are understanding, and I guarantee you that questions which I am discussing is really important for the bank exams from prelim to main level. Hope everyone understood this. I am moving on to the next question, and the next question on your board is this. Say that I am not bringing the very small questions which you can happily answer and feel happy, but I am bringing the questions which are important for bank exam point of view. A boat takes 5 times as long to row the distance against the stream. So, time ratio is there. The time I will show you the information. So, the time 5 times against the stream than the distance along with the stream. Time ratio is given here. Fine. Which of the following can be the speed of the stream and speed of the boat? Can be. So, we have this information given to us is the upstream time to downstream time. Ratio is 5:1. Which of the following could be the ratio of value of x and y? That means, I need to first find out the ratio of x to y. How do I get the ratio of x to y? You know that the time ratio, if I reverse that, you will be getting the speed ratio. That means, very comfortably I can write down that the speed of downstream is to speed of upstream, which is equal to 1:5, right. The time and speed varies inversely. So, this is the ratio. So, I can consider this as x and this also as x. Now, can you find out the speed of the boat? What is speed of the boat? When you have the speed of downstream and upstream is given, then the speed of the boat will be sum of the speed of upstream and downstream divided by 2. And can you find out the speed of stream current? Yes, the speed of current will be the difference of speed of upstream and downstream divided by 2. In that way, you are getting the speed of boat and also speed of stream, and get the ratio of that. That is what the ratio asked. So, once you get the ratio, you can compare with this, which of the following figure falls into that ratio. That combination will be your answer. Come on, my dear friends, if you can answer it, I will be very happy, but unfortunately I can't see any comments. Let me again reopen this. Oh my God, lot of comments were there, and previously I couldn't see this one. Okay, solution for success 1, option choice D is the answer is for option choice D, my dear friends. Okay, that's a very easy question. Let me move on over here and then answer the question, this one. That is it is given that the 5 times, that is what is given, right, the 5 times. So, the speed of downstream to speed of upstream ratio will be reverse, that is downstream speed will be 5 5:1. Time for downstream and is it time taken to travel a distance against the stream is 5 times. So, time for upstream is given here. So, I wrongly mentioned this ratio. This ratio is actually given 1:5. Therefore, the downstream to upstream speed ratio will be 5:1. So, this is 5x. This is 5x and this is x. So, what is the speed of the boat? That is x. Half of downstream plus upstream, that is half of 6x, which is nothing but 3x. What is the speed of stream? That is y. The difference of upstream and downstream divided by 2. So, the difference is 4x divided by 2, and that I get 2x. So, look at the order, in which order the question asked. Then speed of the stream to speed of the boat. So, you are asked that find out the ratio of speed of the stream to speed of the boat. Speed of the stream to speed of the boat should be in the ratio of 2:3. So, any values given over here 2:3 format are possible. Now, come to the very first one, here it is 2:3. Yes, this is possible. I do not know the distance, therefore, any values for y to x is in the ratio of 2:3 is possible. So, therefore, this is possible, this is not, this is again the 2:3, this is possible, this is also 2:3, this is possible. That means, what are possible? 1, 3 and 4. Look at the option choices where 1, 3 and 4, option choice D is your answer. Hope my friends you are understanding it, those who are watching understanding it. I do not know why the comments are stopped. I am moving on to the next question, and which is this. Allow me to read down and then I will give the gist of the question. A boat travels 20 kilometer more in downstream than that of upstream in 5 hours. Look at this one, that informations we have. A boat travels how many kilometer more? 20 kilometer more in 5 hours. When it travels downstream then upstream in 5 hours in both the cases, when it is traveling downstream for 5 hours and upstream for 5 hours. So, in that case he travels the downstream how much more? 20 kilometer more. So, the downstream distance minus upstream distance is equal to 20 kilometer. Okay. Why I wrote 16? Because here it is given that the boat in still water is a 16 kilometer per hour. So, the x value is already given to us, the speed of boat x that is 16 kilometer per hour is given. Find the distance travelled by boat downstream 3 hours. Downstream means x minus y and into 3. I have x, I have the distance travelled downstream to upstream in 5 hours, the difference is 20 kilometer. I need to find out how much it travels downstream in 3 hours. Yes friends, can we work out on that? Let us think about how can I use this one, downstream and upstream. What is the distance here? So, here it is travelling 20 kilometer more. If I consider that, what is the speed of downstream? The speed of downstream is x plus y, that is 16 plus y, and how many hours travelling? 5 hours travelling. This is the distance downstream travelled. What is the distance upstream travel? Minus 5 hours travelling and 16 minus y, speed, that is downstream travel, which is equal to how much? 20 kilometer is already given to us. That means, we are framing one equation, that is 5 times of 16 plus x minus 5 times of 16 minus x, which is equal to 20. By solving this equation, I will be getting y, and once I get the y, I will get the downstream speed x minus y, and then downstream speed multiplied by 3, your answer is ready. Come on my dear friends, here is the question. So, try to answer the question, I do not know why I am not able to see any comments, whereas lot of people are giving the comments. Okay. Let me refresh, and I am sure some of my friends will be able to answer it, even not, then at least they will learn it, Okay, I saw somewhere the comments were there. Okay. Anusha is saying option D. So, and solution one success option D. Okay, option D, are you saying 70 kilometer? Okay. Let me check this one. How to answer this question? As I clearly mentioned, this is the way to answer the question here. The distance travelled in both the cases 5 hours, but it travels 20 kilometer more in case of downstream. So, let us answer the question here. Here this is x is given to us. Okay. And let what is the timing in both the cases? It is 5 hours. So, let us take this 5 into downstream speed, yes, downstream speed, that is 16 plus y. This is the distance, time into speed, minus upstream speed, that is 16 minus y, which is equal to the difference of distance is 20 kilometer. That is what is given. Solve it, my dear friends. You are getting the answer over here, and I notice that this gets cancelled. Let me write down this 16 5 is 80 minus 5 y and minus 80, right, and minus minus is become plus 5 y, which is equal to 20. As minus 80 plus 80 gets cancelled, and here this plus. So, I made a mistake of putting the sign, here it is plus, that means 10 y is equal to 20, therefore, the y is equal to 2. Once I got y is equal to 2, how much distance it will cover in 3 hours downstream? So, the time is 3 hours, and what is the downstream speed? X plus y, and what is x? 16 kilometer, and what is y? 2 kilometer, that is 18 kilometer, right, 16 plus 2. So, 18 3, that is 54 kilometer should be your answer, should be your answer. Option choice C, solution for success 1, option choice C, 54 kilometer. Beautifully responded, sir, beautifully responded, my young friend. I am moving on to the next question, and the next question is this. What is this question? A man rows a boat to place to a place covering. It is a very really interesting question. You will understand a lot, unfold a lot of things. So, 47.88 kilometer upstream, and come back to the starting point, that will be downstream, and the total of 4 hours, the total time is 4 hours. The ratio of the speed of boat downstream to upstream is 21:19. Then what is the speed of the stream? Let me show you what is given in the question. This is the distance is given to us. Dear friends, the distance is given to us, and the ratio of the downstream to upstream, this ratio is given to us, and time for downstream minus time for upstream is 4 hours. What is the value of y? Let us do this one. As I have this, what is that? The ratio of the downstream to upstream, then I can find out the boat speed. What will be the speed of the boat? Downstream plus upstream divided by 2, that is 21 plus 19, that is 40 divided by 2. This is in the x format. So, therefore, 20x is my x, the speed of the boat, and the speed of the current, that is y, is the difference of these two, which is 2, and 2 divided by 2x divided by 2, and I am getting this as x. and I have the total time over here, the distance covered by this. Look at this one. This is the upstream and he is coming back in 4 hours. So, the distance is equal to, that is 47.88 by upstream. What is my upstream here? The upstream is already given to us. There's a, let's take the downstream, that is 21x plus the total time is given, and that is 47.88 by downstream, and the downstream speed is given, already I have taken. So, now take the upstream, which is 19x, and the total time is given as 4. Then what I will do is, this 47.88 I will take outside here, 47.88 outside, then the inside this number will become 1. This these numbers will become 1. Now, when I take the LCM of this number, then 21 and 91 are the co-prime. So, the product of this will be 339, and this comes 19x over here and here 22x over here. Okay. Now, you notice that the raised part is a simplification only, but that can also be done comfortably. With 4 this number is getting cancelled. How many times? That is 11 times and 9 7. Okay. When you add up this one 91 and 22, you will be getting 21, I think, right? Is it 21? Yeah. So, this is 21. So, you are getting here 40x, the sum of these two is 40x. So, 40x by 339, with 339 already this number got cancelled, 11.97. So, take this number, what comes further it is, that is 40, and this will go the other side, right. Okay, you cancel with 4, not by 339. So, what happens? 339 will go the other side. So, let me write down this very clearly, that is 11.97 into 40x, which is equal to 339, and that is 339x. Am I clear, my dear friends? So, now what I need to do is the simplification part of it, and I notice that this number is getting cancelled, and I finally get that x is equal to 1.2, x is equal to 1.2, done. So, what is the question asked? What is the speed of the stream? Speed of the stream. So, what is the speed of the stream? The speed of the stream is x, speed of the boat is 20x. So, I need the speed of the stream, which is x, which is 1.2. Fine, my dear friends, the other class are lined up. Hope you understood it. Tomorrow I will come with the different topic. Thank you very much and wish you all the best to all of you.